host of the Gridiron.
I like Evan. I saw it was I can't remember if it was in a Facebook group or if it was an article. I don't think yeah. But shocking. Evan Neal, well, for the New York Giants anyway, is the best. Seriously. At run blocking, that is. Now, he's rather shocking. Rather shocking. Let me, let's see, share my screen. I got 312,000 tabs open here. Let's see if I can find this here. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, look here. Nope. Oh, blocking. Okay, here we go. Run blocking. There we go. Bam, there we are, huh? Now, of course, as we'll notice, now once again, this is all PFF. I'm never going to say, I sat here and broke down every snap that Evan Neal took. I looked at the film. I looked at the all 22. Or I don't have the time. Not going to do that. Don't do that. Won't ever do that. That's not me. So I go to PFF. They give me some type of a basis to go by, right? Now, of course, if you'll notice, right, his pass blocking has not been, obviously, he's not, once again, super spectacular. Maybe that's still because maybe at the tackle position. Maybe they have to move him in at guard, right? We'll have to wait and see. Now, the interesting thing is, very, very interesting thing, right, is that we got Illuminor back for next season. Hopefully, he'll be back, and hopefully Andrew Thomas will be back. So possibly we have our tackles. Possibly, right? Runyon, right? Going to man the one guard next to Andrew Thomas. John Michael Schmidt's going to be the center, right? Who's going to be the right guard? Who's going to be that? It's going to be interesting to see. Are they going to keep, for whatever reason, having Evan Neal out there at tackle? Or are they going to bring him in and maybe try him in at guard? Right? But, I mean, you look here. Andrew Thomas's run block was a 73.8. Chris Hubbard. How about that, Chris Hubbard? Of course, Chris Hubbard's problem is his tackle is way over here, right? Pass blocking grade, 25.5. His run blocking was very good. Let's see. So Chris Hubbard in 257 snaps. Gave up 3 sacks, 12 hits, 13 hurries, 28 pressures in 257 snaps. So basically, Chris Hubbard at that rate, right? If he played as many snaps as GVR did, say GVR had 1,000 snaps, right? Chris Hubbard, obviously, all you got to do is basically multiply this by 4. Right, to get as many snaps as GVR did, right? So if you multiply this by 4, he would have, what is this? Was it 112 pressures he would have gave up during the season? Wow. So his pass blocking is absolutely pathetic, but his run blocking, right, 73.8. But Evan Neal, 80.8 in the run blocking, overall 61.2. But once again, his pass blocking needs to be right. So Evan Neal, according to PFF, all I'm going by, right, gave up 2 sacks, 5 hits, and 10 hurries. We're looking at Evan Neal here. Right, I mean, he had a couple clunkers in there, right? But he had his run blocking 93.4 against Carolina, against the Cowboys 68.7, 73 against Nolans, 77.4 against the Ravens, 72.5 against Atlanta. Not too bad, but once again, he had a 37 pass blocking against Atlanta, a 30 against the Cowboys, 49 against Carolina. So his pass blocking needs once again needs to be desired. But if you look here, right, we have Bobby Johnson as our coach. Okay, now obviously you can look right here. 2023, he was in for 460 snaps altogether. Because once again, injuries this past season. He got injured once again. Shocking. But so 2023 had 460 snaps. 2024 had 459 snaps. 2023 grade at 39 point. So actually, somehow his rookie season, he graded, once again, this is all PFF, right? That's all I'm going by. Graded out of 41.8. Somehow in his second season, he got even worse. But you'll notice here, he went from a 39.8 or very close to a 40 up to a 61. His run blocking was a 51, went up to an 80. Now his pass blocking did go up, right? It was a 38.5 and then went up to 49.6, right? I don't know. I don't know, what they're going to, are they going to do the Eric Flowers thing, right? With every snap, you look like an injured kangaroo with no blood. Injured kangaroo. I don't have time to look at this, all the snaps and everything like that. Sometimes I guess maybe also because it's maybe a little nauseating too, especially watching our offensive line. Whew. Oh my God, absolutely horrible. Wondering if there's ever going to be a point in time where they're going to be like, let's just try the guy inside. I mean, because if we got Illuminor for next season, you're paying, I think, Illuminor like $7 million, right? If he's going to be your right tackle, if you got Andrew Thomas as your left tackle, right? I mean, GBR, is a free. It doesn't mean we won't bring him back. I mean, we could maybe. I don't know. But man, it's like the guy has a hard time as a tackle out there on the edge because guys are still maybe the 5 Ds of dodgeball: dodge, dive, dip, duck, and dodge. The 5 Ds of dodgeball: dodging, diving, ducking, dipping, dodging around them. Right? Those edge rushers. So there's problems with them. Why don't we move them inside? Maybe we, you don't have many sexy Dexies or whatever, like dodging, diving, ducking around guards and stuff. Usually it's pretty much like mano a mano. It's like, I'm going to run you over and I'm going to get to the core. I'm going to get it, Evan Neal, he's tall. He's got the weight. He's got the strength. He's got the size and all of that. Why are we not trying to do it inside? I don't know. Very, very interesting to see. And next season, if they do wind up bringing him and putting him in a guard, I don't know. When Eric Flowers, I don't have his stats popped up, but when they finally moved him, not the Giants, but when he finally got moved into guard, he was a serviceable guard. Certainly not. What was he, number 9? He was number 9, and Eli Apple was number 10, I think, right? So he certainly was not the number 9 pick in the NFL draft. That is for sure. But when they moved him, or I can't remember, it was the Dolphins or I can't remember. It was the Redskins, the WFTs, the W2EFs, the Command, whatever. Moved them into guard. He didn't do too bad. I don't know why but it's what it is. But hopefully, maybe next season, they just might wind up moving Evan Neal in the guard, and I'd love to see what the guy can do. Absolutely love to see what the guy can do. Just moving him in the guard. His run blocking's gotten better. Let's see if his pass blocking get better, right? Because also the Giants have to make a decision on him as well too. Now, obviously, this season coming up before the season starts, I can't remember what the date is, but they're going to have to pick up or think about picking up the 5th-year options. Are they going to pick up the 5th-year option on K-Bomb? Are they going to pick up the 5th-year option on Evan Neal? Going to pick it up on neither, on both of them? Be interesting to see. what they're going to do there. But I can't remember. I don't remember if it's in July, but I know it's before the season starts. They have to pick up their 5th-year option. So it's going to be interesting to see. Interesting to see what they think about Evan Neal. Because if they're going to keep him for the long term, it's better to pick up the 5th-year option because it'll save you a little bit of money. But it'll be interesting to see.